Hey guys, my name is Clevina Fernandez and welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing good. Thank you so much for stopping again to watch the video. So in today's video, I have created the purple smoky eyeshadow look, and to match with it, I have used a purple lip shade on my lips. I have used Dominique Cosmetics Latte palette. So this palette, I bought it online, and this is my favorite YouTuber, Dominique Latte palette. This one is her first ever collection. I know most of you guys don't know about this palette. In this palette there are 10 shades, like 3 glittery ones, and these are transition shades. So I have 2 transition shades, like banana powder shade. I have these 2 interesting colors. One is green and one is purple, and it's kind of a pinkish purple. For smoky look, I have this brown shade. Their pen size is more huge, like a double than a regular eyeshadow pens. For today's look, I have used all the shades from above, and these 2 shades and this one. All the shades are so pigmented and blendable. If you want to know how I created this look, then keep on watching. To prime my face, I'm using my backlight priming filter. I already did my eyebrows off camera, so I applied the primer all over my face. This primer gives you a radiant glow, and it helps to blur the texture on my face. To cover my pigmentation, I'm using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Color Correcting Fluid in the shade Deep Peach. This corrector comes with the applicator, and the applicator helps in putting a right amount of corrector on our face. So once I'm done applying the corrector, I just use my hand to blend the corrector all over where I have most of my pigmentation, and then I'm using the mini dry sponge and just damping it all over. And for my foundation today, I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way Undetectable Medium to Full Coverage Foundation. I'm using the shade Honey, and this foundation gives you the radiant finish. Using a foundation brush, I'm applying the foundation all over. If you are not comfortable using the foundation brush, you can use beauty sponge. So once I'm done applying foundation with the brush, using the wet sponge, this is the Elf Cosmetic sponge, I'm just blending my foundation to make sure that I don't have extra foundation on my face. For concealer, I'm using Too Faced Born This Way Natural Radiant Concealer. Using the applicator, I'm applying the concealer on the highest points of my face in the center parts. I'm using the concealer as a base for my eyeshadows. And using a beauty blender, I'm blending the concealer. Just to give an extra coverage, I applied a second layer of concealer on under my eyes and then on my eyelids. To set my base, I'm using Aspen loose face powder. Using a brush, I applied the powder on my concealed parts. And then using a sponge, I applied the powder all over my face. And once I'm done setting my face, I've used Makeup Forever Professional Mist and Fix just to set the base first. And then to contour, I have used the BH Cosmetics Contour and Blush Palette, and using the darker shade from the palette, I'm applying it on the hollows of my cheeks to give some definition to my face, under my chin area, and on the sides of my forehead. And to blend this contour, I have used the Beauty Blender. To set the contour in place, I am using the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Medium to Deep Matte Bronzer. This is the mini bronzer, and I'm applying the bronzer on the same places where I have applied my contour. Using a small contour brush, I have applied the bronzer on both the sides of my nose, and then to blend this bronzer, I'm using my sponge. For my blush today, I'm using the Pretty Vulgar Make Them Blush in the shade 18 Hush Blush. This I got from the subscription box from BoxyCharm. And to highlight my face, I'm using the Tarte Don't Be Afraid to Dazzle. Using a fan brush, I'm applying the highlighter on the highest points of my face. And for my eye makeup today, I'm using the Dominique Latte palette. For my first transition shade, I'm going to use the shade Caramel and applying it all over my crease area using a fluffy blending brush. For my second transition shade, I'm using Pumpkin Spice to darken my transition shade in the crease, and I'm slightly applying it on my outer corner of my eyes. Using a pencil brush, I'm taking the shade Hazelnut and I'm applying it on my crease just to outline my lid area, and then blending it all the shades together So for my eyelid today, I'm using the shade Double Shot, and using a flat shaded brush, I'm applying this shade all over my eyelid. I really love the color, and all the shades are so pigmented. So once again, I'm just blending all the shades together, and using the same pencil brush, I'm using the shade Mocha on the outer corner of my eyes to give a smoky look. And for my lower lash line, I'm using the shade Cold Brew. This is kind of dark green color, and using a small tiny brush, I'm applying this shade on my lower waterline. And then I'm using the shade Mocha. So with the same pencil brush, I'm just blending these shades together. And then again I'm taking the green shade Cold Brew and just darkening the waterline. And for my lower waterline, I'm using the vintage Smokey eye pencil in the shade Jet Black and applying it on my upper and lower line. And I'm taking the shade Vanilla Cream from the palette to brighten my brow bone and the under eye area. I'm using this as a banana powder. To create a wing on my eyes, I'm using the Kat Von D Tattoo ink liner. And for my lashes, I'm using the Double Decker lashes from BoxyCharm and applying it very lightly on my lashes. To highlight my brow bones and inner corner of my eyes, I'm using the shade Macchiato. And for my falsies, I'm using the NYX Wicked lashes. And for my lips, I'm using the Maybelline Matte in the shade 681 Vibrant Violet. And to take out the excess product, I'm using the dry tissue paper and just damping it on my lips. And for my lower lash line, I'm using my all-time favorite Benefit Cosmetics Bad Girl Bang. And then again using the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix Setting Spray. I hope you guys like the video, and if you like the video, please don't forget to share, like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much guys for watching.